cash handling fees, credit card levy, but not interest. So all three of those is bank charges that we pay them. So they will all go to the CPJ. We look later on how we will handle them. Because the bank deduct it from our account, it's like a payment, but it is just a direct payment. So it's another. Okay. CPJ, and let's just get that one right. CPJ. This one is also CPJ. The interest I'm going to do separately, but I've got to figure out, am I receiving or paying interest? Because if I've got a favorable, in other words, I've got money in the bank, they will give me interest. I will receive interest. But if I've got an unfavorable balance, it means I owe them money. I have to pay interest. So be careful. Keyword there is unfavorable bank balance. So unfavorable, pay. Favorable, receive. So it will also be a CPJ. Okay, let's see if it will go in there. Okay, so it's all of these transactions will be CPJ. So firstly, we go through the transactions. We can identify what journal to put them on. Now we can go to the actual journal and start putting it in. The first one I've got was a CRJ. So I'll go to the CRJ, Cash Receipts Journal, and I must start by putting in the document number. The document number, we normally say CRR, but it can also be CRT. It's either cash register roll or cash register tape, doesn't really matter. So in their case, CR2, and it's got a number 42. So we'll put the whole number in. CRT 42. The next column is for the date. Now the date is simply the day, and it's the number here on the left. It's the first. The details, who are we receiving money from? I don't know. It's a lot of people that paid me. The CRT is basically the cash register, is the toll, and on the toll it will be all the sales for the day. So it's various different people. I do not know who they are, so I simply put in cash sales. Folio I cannot do yet. Folio is the number of the general ledger account. So if we've got general ledger accounts, we can put in the folio. Analysis of receipts. Everything we receive and at the store where we issue a receipt must come under analysis. So this one, we did issue a CRT is like a receipt, so we received it in our store. What did we receive? We received what we sold it for, not the cost, what we sold it for. So we received 10,752. So I'll put in under analysis 10,752. The next column is the bank column. I must just make sure if there's no other receipts on that day. So the first, it was only this transaction. So it's only this one item that was received. So I can put in the total for the day, 10752. What was it that we received? We received money for sales. Take this one out. It's going to. So that 10,000 was sales. So I must put it in under the sales column, 10,752. Very important, if I put something under the sales column, I must also put in the cost of sales. Now, normally they would give you the the markup percentage to calculate cost of sales. In this case, they did not. When we started the question, we couldn't find it, but here they give me cost of sales. So they were nice. I can simply use the amount that they give me, 7168. If not, you have to calculate it. And that is all. I don't go and put any information under sundries or the other columns because this was not money from a debtor or discount or any other account. It was sales. I've already got it in the column. If it's in the bank column, it must be in one of the columns to the right, not in various. Sales, I just do a calculation for cost of sales. Right, let's look at the next one. On the 4th, issue a receipt 81 to K. Gumede for 1,520. So let's just put in the first bit. It is a receipt and the number was 81. It happened on the 4th and I received it from K. Gumede. K. Gumede. And the amount that I receive, not what he owes me, I'm receiving 1,520. That I put under analysis. And look if it's the only one for the 4th. Yes. So it must also go under bank. Everything must be on bank. What is it that we're receiving? It's from somebody that owes us money. If they say to settle his debt or settle his account, those words tell me it is somebody owing me money. And if somebody owes me money, it is a debtor. So it must go under debtor's control. But before I put the amount in under debtor's control, we're using the method where the debtor's control is the total that the debtor owes us. So not just what he paid. If there's discount, we will include it. What is the total that he owes us? 1,600. So under debtors, I'll put in 1,600. And the discount will then be the difference between what he owes and what he pays, because they tell me he settled it. If they tell me settle, it means whatever he owes must be zero after this payment. He owed 1,600, but he only paid 1,520. So that difference is 80 Rand. And that 80 Rand is then discount allowed. So I'll put it under discount allowed. So in part 2, we'll look at the other transactions.